Hi everybody, this is Stephanie Pryor. I'm here with Theresa Womble, who is the Vice President of Investor Relations and Corporate Communications at Armstrong World Industries. Today we're going to talk a little bit more about the campaign that won an award recently through Central PA PRSA, which couldn't have happened without Theresa and her team and wonderful company that is Armstrong. So thank you, Theresa, for joining me today.
Very glad to be here.
And just for reference, for anyone watching this, if you're not familiar with Armstrong World Industries, this company has been around since the 1860s, right? So it's been here for a long time. It's changed so much in that time. It started out as cork.
That's right.
So like cork products, you know, if you had a cork in your wine bottle or something, right? Like that's what Armstrong started out doing. And now it's this amazing interior and exterior architectural applications, ceilings, walls. I mean, it's amazing.
Things that bring the designer's vision to life.
Yes.
With the architectural finishing.
Yes. And right now we're in the Avenue at Armstrong. We're here on site. And just to provide some context, the Women Make Awards come through the Manufacturing Institute, which is the workforce development and education arm of the National Association for Manufacturers. And that's something that Armstrong has been a part of for a while, right?
That's right, for more than a decade.
Yes, absolutely. And so the purpose of the Women Make Awards, which is now called the Step Ahead Awards, was to recognize women in manufacturing leadership roles who are setting the stage for future generations of women in manufacturing. And so we recognize that Aubrey Van Horn, who is a plant manager at the Macon plant for Armstrong World Industries, she fit the profile 100% for what they were looking for these awards. And so it was very exciting to submit her. So, you know, I just want to talk first about this project overall. So when we, went through the process of submitting Aubrey for this award, what was your initial reaction when you found out that she had won a Women Make Award?
I was just really thrilled and a little surprised because we had not engaged in submitting for these types of awards before, did not know what to expect. But the joy that I personally received when I shared that information with her and her manager and her senior leadership team was so gratifying and uplifting. And I just knew she was thrilled and honored and humbled. And whenever you see that reaction from somebody who comes to work in a manufacturing environment and is always putting the company and their coworkers first, it's nice to see that recognition go to them.
From, Armstrong's perspective, and also just generally when you think about the manufacturing space at large, why do the Women Make Awards matter, and why did this campaign matter specifically?
Sure. So the awards matter deeply for continuing to support and elevate women in manufacturing and to increase the number of women who are pursuing these careers at all levels. And so that the Manufacturing Institute has this focus and dedication to this is really important for the health of manufacturing in the United States, quite frankly. So, and for Armstrong specifically, again, as we work to increase the engagement throughout our employee base and recognizing women's achievement as part of that is part of our overall goal in terms of talent retention and sustainability. So it was a great example of us putting those objectives to work.
Yeah, awesome. And this is a big part of what we've worked on together with Armstrong, right? Is helping to elevate the people that are making a difference within the company. And the fact that Aubrey and Armstrong together were selected for this award, what do you think that says about Armstrong as a company, based on what you were just saying about, the manufacturing industry and all that? What do you think it says about Armstrong?
Well, I think it reinforces that Armstrong is an employer who values their employees, invests in their training and development, and is eager to support their career progression.
So I want to talk a little bit as well about how exciting this whole campaign has been, both when we were first submitting Aubrey and finding out that she won, to when the gala happened, and now to LANC for our partnership with Armstrong being recognized by Central PA PRSA for this campaign. So first I want to give it to you, Theresa, to ask, overall with this entire campaign, what was the most exciting aspect of it? What was your favorite aspect of working on this project with LANC, and also, through the Women Make Awards?
Sure. I think one of the most exciting things for me is the very beginning. Whenever you think about your organization and the different women who work throughout that organization, and you reach out to them and ask for the information about their careers and their successes and the things that they share, the projects they've been involved with, the complex problems they have solved, is just inspiring. And I found that to be very exciting, that we had so much to share in participating in these awards, and that Stephanie and her team made it incredibly easy to package that into what would resonate with the award boards that make the decisions, and so that it was a seamless process. And even that process, not just the winning, but the process, engaged our employees, not just the employee, but the employee's managers, and the manager's manager. So it was a very virtuous circle as we went through the process of participating in the awards.
Yeah, absolutely. I would echo that as well for myself, right? As someone who is involved with the team from the consulting capacity, as someone who is technically, external, to see the work that I'm doing, that my team is doing, and that we're doing together, to see it have this really significant and tangible result. Not only for Aubrey herself winning and being recognized, but for everyone, above, around, next to, with her, all getting to see her be recognized for this, and really emphasizing that message that Armstrong is a great place to work because you will be celebrated and recognized for the work that you're doing. From a client perspective, in your opinion, what made this collaboration between Armstrong's corporate communications team and LANC Marketing successful?
Sure. So I think one of the things that Stephanie has brought to the table here in our work together is realizing that our internal stakeholders are customers, and that building relationships between the various departments and functions to work towards a common goal for corporate communications, and in this case, a combination of employee engagement and building corporate reputation within the manufacturing industry writ large. We had to do a lot of internal networking and gaining trust, not just for me, but for Stephanie and her team. And our consistency and our care in how we communicate and appreciate the needs and concerns of the people sitting across the table for us, it was very important. And Stephanie did a great job of appreciating that, because we're not the first thing that people are going to think about whenever they come to work every day. They have 1,000 other things going on. But what we've been able to do is show them through this win and others along the way that this work doesn't take a lot of your time, but it can yield significant benefits from an employee engagement perspective and the brand reputation outside the company. For those maybe communications leaders out there, or business leaders in general, who are looking to put a greater focus on workforce initiatives, where do you think they should start, right? Like, you've seen what you can do from a communications perspective with, like actioning on those workforce initiatives, but where would you suggest that someone starts? Well, I think it begins by canvassing the organization to get a pulse of what's going on, and then elevating those stories as they come across, and developing relationships, in our case at our many manufacturing sites, and the manufacturing leaders within each business unit, to let them know you're there to help them elevate these stories, emphasize the innovation and operational excellence that's happening, that it goes beyond just whatever KPIs they're trying to achieve on a daily or weekly or monthly basis, whatever their long-term, whatever the incentives are. This is beyond that. This is about
human element of it and generating more enthusiasm amongst the entire workforce by elevating these stories. And I think you'll find partners that you wouldn't expect that are really going to be interested in engaging with you to tell these stories and to elevate and finding those opportunities to elevate initiatives and people. And LANC Marketing comes to us with these opportunities on a quarterly, semi-annual basis. And we can sort of funnel through and say, what's on strategy for us? And now we have willing partners throughout the organization who we can go to and say, we're looking at a topic on efficiency on a manufacturing line. What can we do there? Can we do something? Does it work now? Maybe it doesn't work now. Maybe we're going to put it on the shelf until the next year. But we're constantly engaged in this feedback loop and partnering throughout the organization to elevate their people.
And it's not something that happens overnight, right? Like, it takes time to build those relationships and get buy-in from those different groups, different teams, different subject matter experts throughout the organization. So if you're someone who's in a marketing or communications role and you recognize, hey, I really want to work with, maybe it's the R&D team, maybe it's HR, maybe it is, if you're in the manufacturing space, if it is on the plant side, and you say, I really want to work with those people, well, that is where you have to start, right, is with relationships. And again, it's not something that happens overnight, but if you continue working toward that goal of elevating the stories, elevating the expertise, elevating the voices of those people, you will get there. And I think that this is proof of that.
And one thing I would also add is the relationship is about trust, and it's about making it easy for the internal stakeholders. And once they see that you're not asking them for extra work, that you are going to take that off of them while still giving them this benefit of elevating the projects and the people, that's really important. And that's where Stephanie and LANC Marketing have been very important for us.
Yeah, thank you. And it's been great working with you guys. And, some of the people we love working with within Armstrong, who at first were maybe very nervous to participate in opportunities like this, or even a little bit skeptical, that once they got to dip their toes in the water and they got to talk about the things they were passionate about, it's just been, open arms since then with these types of opportunities that we bring them. And they try to make time for those things, right? Because they understand, how this connects with the business goals for Armstrong and with the enterprise goals, but also for them, how it's recognizing what they bring to the table, the knowledge that they've curated, the experience they've curated over all these years, and being able to highlight that is a really good feeling as well. We're sitting here, it's January 7th, 2026, right at the beginning of the year. So for you, looking ahead this year, because right now we're kind of flashing back to 2025 and what we did last year and how that's being recognized. But for you, what's top of mind on the corporate communications side in 2026 for Armstrong?
Well, I think continuing the momentum that we've built over the last couple of years into 2026 is certainly top of mind. I'm looking for those additional opportunities to capture where we're telling the Armstrong story in a way that resonates across all of our stakeholder groups. I think being aware of the continued challenges around workforce availability and retention, and how corporate communications can be part of the solution to sharing the opportunities that exist within Armstrong for maybe a career you never considered before. And then also continuing to communicate in ways that drive our growth strategy forward. That's always top of mind.
Yes, absolutely. And I think on this note as well, with the workforce piece of it in particular, it makes it a lot easier when the company you're working with already has a great culture to start. And I would say Armstrong absolutely has the foundation there that is needed to be successful. So, again, if you are watching this, listening to this, and you work for a company that you love and you're proud of what you do and you're proud of what your team does, this is something that you can do as well, and once you already, if you don't have a great culture, I think that probably would make things a little bit more difficult. But this company already has such a great foundation, has such a great depth of expertise, is well respected in this space. And yes, you want to be recognized more in the manufacturing industry, right? And that's part of what we're solving with this as well. But from that workforce piece specifically, you guys make it easy because you already have such a great culture here and such great people working for Armstrong. So I have to say that as well. That makes my job easier, certainly. But yeah, there's so much exciting stuff ahead this year. Do you foresee, if you had to say, what you think the biggest opportunity is in 2026 from the corporate comms side, what do you think that would be?
I think one of the most exciting opportunities we have in 2026 is around storytelling of our journey from where we were 10 years ago to today, transforming ourselves into a highly focused, innovative provider of architectural solutions for the built environment, with a consistent track record of growth. And the look back is going to be a really fun story to tell in 2026.
This is a company that really has changed and evolved so much. And I agree, I'm excited this year to work on telling that story about how even just over the last decade, right, Armstrong has changed tremendously and has this amazing story to tell. So I thank you for allowing me and my team to partner with you and to be part of telling this story, to be part of celebrating the people who work here, the amazing work that you do. And definitely for anybody watching this, for following us, follow Armstrong, right? Just keep your eye out for what's going to be coming this year in 2026. It's going to be exciting.
Thank you, Stephanie. It's been a true pleasure.
Awesome. Thank you, Theresa. Well, this has been a great interview. Love talking with you as always. It's exciting to be here on campus also, since I moved and no longer based in Lancaster. But thank you all for tuning into this. Again, make sure that you give Armstrong World Industries a follow on LinkedIn. Make sure you give Theresa a follow on LinkedIn. And yeah, thank you for tuning in.